Sonny is 9 years old. We know that there's behavioral needs and certain other things that he may have. He went to kindergarten and right away they wanted to send him over to special ed. They used to always have my Sonny kind of like on the side reading or doing little things, and I would come and it's like, he's not being like, you know, stimulated, or he's not really doing much.
Good morning, third period shared reading.
Good morning, Miss Augusto.
I had a vision 2 years ago of getting out of this habit of the students leaving the classroom a ton for all of their small group work. And I started to talk to my special ed coordinators about just this idea of 50-50. Let's spend half of the time in the classroom co-teaching, looking at how we can be in the classrooms and supporting all the kids.
The co-teaching process, you know, is our special education team, our general education team, and they're able to sort of bucket kids. So, you know, we've got this group of kids who's actually above grade levels, we've got this group of kids and they just need a little bit of push, and then we've got this group of kids who really need some intensive remediation throughout the day. And each of those kids can get that in a way that if it was a single classroom teacher working with a group that large, it would be difficult for them to do that.
Where do you think it's gonna go when you like go? Awesome.
He's working with the rest of the world, you know. He's not, you know, being segregated, and he's with everybody else, and things are making sense to him.
Line up and head to the garden.
An LEA is a local education agency, which basically means we stand alone. Some charters actually contract with the district, and then their special education employees are actually district employees. I think the type of program we're offering for our general education students, we want to be able to offer the same quality of program for our special education students, so it's really important for us to have the autonomy to really run our own special education program.
We're gonna have 5 minutes to search for our colors. Are you ready?
Charter schools are independent in all areas, except for special education in many cases. Their local districts are responsible for serving those kids with special needs on their campuses. When a charter school is tied to their local authorizer for special ed services, they're forced to think about their special ed and their general ed settings separately. Charter schools that become LEAs for special ed have the ability to think about one inclusive setting for all students.
And the petals are edible.
The ability to innovate for the kids when you know what they need, to not have to jump through the hoops and go through the bureaucracy of a lot of it, to be able to just do what's right for our kids in special ed, to do what's right for our kids not in special ed, and it's what brought me to Rocketship, is the ability to innovate for those things. I grew up with an IEP, and just to know that I could send myself to this school and be proud of the support that the kids that are like me are getting makes me real proud.
I started asking my friends, your children, are you happy with your school? Because these schools are phenomenal. And my son's done, you know, he's doing so awesome.
Seeing how many kids were separated from their classes and how many kids were, you know, over in their room, and those are their kids. I couldn't live with that kind of vibe here. Those are not their kids. These are our kids, and they're our community, and they need to be in classrooms. They need to be included in everything that we're doing.
Rocketship is a great example of a program that's serving all kids well. Almost 50% of all independent charters in California are LEAs for special ed. It's not for everybody, but if you would like help determining if it's right for you, call your local CCSA regional director.